Hi there, we are Lisa and Chris. Please join us aboard our main ship 390, Cool Beans, as we cruise America's Great Loop. I'm showing you photos and video of our entire trip back from Dauphin Island to Kemah. Just the highlights though. If you've been following us since the beginning, you have seen all of this before. We were so happy to arrive at the Gulf Intracoastal Waterway entrance, south of New Orleans. We now know we will be in protected waters all the way back to Kemah. The waterway provides a channel with a controlling depth of 12 feet, designed primarily for barge transportation. And boy, have we seen a lot of barges.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Where did we just come from and where are we going?
I don't want to fail the test. I'm just kidding. We just left the Calcasieu River anchorage, which is south of Lake Charles, Louisiana, and we're headed to Taylor's Bayou anchorage in Texas. So we're going to be crossing over the border into Texas today.
What's after Taylor's Bayou?
Kemah, Texas, which is our home port. We're going to be home, basically. Not home, but back to Texas.
And how long were we gone?
Oh, now I don't know the answer to that. Well, hang on. I don't have my watch. What's today? 15th? 9 months and 1 day we've been gone. So I guess by the time we get home, it'll be 9 months and 2 days.
You passed.
Right? Oh, thank goodness. It was great to be back in Texas. Seeing the Texas flag flying high made me feel welcomed home. Passing back through some of these towns was so neat. We saw things we missed the first time, and it's always fun. And at our last anchorage of our journey, we had a wonderful evening with Roxanne and Dan aboard Cool Beans. celebrating all that we have seen, done, and accomplished. Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Well, our very last, where did we just leave and where are we going?
We left Taylor's Bayou and we're headed to Kemah.
We are. This is officially our last day on the loop, isn't it?
Last day.
How does that make you feel?
It's been a great trip. I wouldn't change a thing.
I wouldn't either, babe. We have had so much fun, haven't we?
It's been great. You know, we've battled the weather occasionally, but all in all, it's been a good trip.
It has. We are currently, we just left. It's, what time is it?
6:35.
6:35. We are, oh yeah, there's a barge. We're passing tons of barges already this morning. We are traveling with our friends Dan and Roxanne on 80s Lady, and Dan, Roxanne and I were texting this morning. This is our last day. It's really bittersweet. I cried a little. How long of a day is it going to be for us?
Currently it says about 9 hours, but that's going to change depending on the currents.
Yeah, we're getting a little push here and there, depending on what part of the ICW we're in. All right, babe. Well, anything else you want to say on our last good morning?
I can't think of anything.
Well, you passed the test. You knew where we were going, coming from and going. So I'm very proud of you, my captain. I love you.
Love you.
Look at this. Perfect timing. Both of our gold burgies showed up on our Nebo account on our very last day. We were welcomed back to Galveston Bay by a few dolphins. And this Houston ship channel is no joke. Look at this monster of a freighter that we passed. As we pull into the Clear Lake entrance channel to the marina, it takes us right back to the day we left for our loop, Valentine's Day, following our very first boat buddies, Troy and Lori, on Brazil. We were so excited for what was to come. We followed them right out of this very channel. We really had no idea what to expect, except a grand adventure. And now that we're back, 9 months later, following Dan and Roxanne on 80s Lady into the same channel, we can honestly say this has been the best decision we've made to go on this amazing journey, meet some of the most wonderful people, and experience this great country by water. We could not have asked for a more grand adventure than this. Travel days 133 to the final travel day 142. We went 460 nautical miles from Dauphin Island, Alabama to Kemah, Texas.
Welcome to Lake Texoma. We finally made it back to Texas on Saturday. We left Dauphin Island, and I believe we traveled 10 out of 11 days. Mm-hmm. Some of those days are pretty short, but there were others that, I don't know, over 60 miles, I think.
Yeah, several of them.
And Sunday we spent packing the boat, and Monday we made it back home.
Yep.
And that pretty much wraps up our trip. We've got to go back one more time We've got a sea trial scheduled for next week, and we've got a handful of other things on the boat we need to pick up.
Yep.
But just an incredible trip of a lifetime. You know, so many emotions, highs and lows. You know, definitely the highs outweigh the lows by far. If you're even considering any type of bucket list trip, just make it happen. You know, you won't regret it.
Nope. We enjoyed almost every minute of it. A few struggles here and there with the weather and just some issues, you know, that we had along the way, but you know, trying to meet deadlines and stuff. But other than that, we loved every single thing about the loop. Every challenge was great. We learned a lot about each other. We learned that we can do things. We can do the hard things. We learned how much fun it is to see our country from a different perspective. I mean,
Absolutely.
from water. It's something you don't see when you're in a car.
We've spent so much time talking about our favorite place. And I'll have something in mind. She'll say something else, and I go, oh, well, that too.
Yeah.
You know, I personally can't I can't narrow it down to one. Just the whole trip was fantastic.
It was. I guess that's it. I guess this is our last thanks for watching video.
Thanks for watching. Keep the comments coming. We are going to do one more. We're going to do a wrap up.
Like statistics, and I'll just give you all of our statistics, days and marinas and anchorages, you know, number of nights and just all the statistics. Because, you know, I have a spreadsheet for all that.
And we're going to answer the big pressing question that we keep seeing over and over.
Yes.
Is about 9 months. And we'll explain that thoroughly.
Yep.
And I don't have anything else.
No, that's it. It's been an adventure of a lifetime for sure.
We appreciate everyone's kind words and thank y'all so much.